Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for a social sports pad podcast.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
All
Hopefully, we
right.
last longer than Kelsey's relationship.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, this podcast definitely is going to last longer than Kelsey and Taylor.
Good old Swift.
Shake it off, Ricky. Just shake it off.
Ooh, all right. But yeah, basically, as
mean,
everybody heard.
She
They
could
said it
write
for
a blank
girls.
space, baby.
Oh God,
We could
even
just keep
what's your
going.
name?
Because the play is going to play.
So anyway, enough of the
And the
Taylor
haters
Swift
gonna hate,
stuff.
hate.
As everybody heard, that is Cobra. That's Ben, and with us tonight is we make up a better team than the Chicago Bears right now.
And we
Or
definitely
the Denver
score more
Broncos.
than the Denver Broncos.
Absolutely. So basically, this is our week 3 reaction show where basically we kind of look and see the teams that, hey, have a little bit of hype going on for them. Which teams are we buying the hype on? Which teams are we going to pump the brakes on? And which team we're going to, the car is on fire in panic mode. That is kind of the goal of this first segment. How we are going to go about this is, Ben, you're going to start us off, then Cobra, then Billy, then myself. We expect to have Tyler in here at some point tonight. So when he gets in here, he might jump in wherever we fall in line. And basically away we go. So Ben, go ahead and give me your team that you are definitely buying the hype on right now.
Oh, Miami by far right now. They're clicking on all cylinders. Mike McDaniels made sure he made it a mission that he just destroyed his former ball carrier team, and it was lights out. It was basically just over before the game even started.
Pretty much. All right. So Cobra, who do you got? Who you buying the hype on?
Well, I have to be a little bit different, a little bit of contrarian opinion. It is fine to believe the hype in Miami, but it was an honor to see this hype live. Buffalo. This was an awesome game. I got to see a pick six. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I was fucking loving it.
All right. Billy, what are you hyped about?
What I'm hype about? Honest to God, nothing. Like, this is
Ooh.
what I expect.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Miami was definitely a good team.
But I will give an honorable mention to the Arizona Cardinals, though.
Yeah, that is definitely a nice little, hype up, pump the chest kind of thing for the Arizona Cardinals.
Like
Where
they
them
know they're
boys at?
taking, but they're not like at least they're gonna try to win some games, so they won't.
This Cardinals team has some fight. You
They
gotta
do.
admit this.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have fight.
And I will say this: like Josh Dobbs is possibly an NFL starting quarterback. Like, in a shitty
Possible.
situation.
If Kyler Murray decides to play video games for a living, Cardinals aren't scared right now.
Yeah, they're definitely playing their hearts out, playing for their coach.
Yeah.
So for me, the hype that I am definitely buying into is the woefulness of the Chicago Bears. I am buying that hype. That team is absolutely like they are dog shit. Bestly.
You can honestly call them bear shit.
Yeah, they are definitely bottoms in the NFL ladder and definitely not Bears. So, basically that's, kind of the sentiment there. The offense is not going. You would definitely have thought that the DJ Moore trade was going to, give a lot more to them,
Yeah.
but absolutely it's not
sorry,
going.
And sorry to add this, but no offense to the LGBTQ community on that one.
Oh no, I definitely wasn't going anywhere with that, but yeah, sorry, but
we do not mean to offend you by calling you the Chicago Bears.
ouch, no, that wasn't the intention at all. Damn Cobra. Basically, yeah, Cobra, pump the fucking brakes. Speaking of the pumping brakes, Ben, give us a team that you are pumping the brakes on right now on the hype.
Pump the jam, pump the jam on the fucking Cowboys, bro. They
Oh, God.
lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, like that defense, honestly is carrying that offense. Dak Prescott is not playing at the elite level anymore. Tony Pollard, he doesn't really have that complimentary. That's kind of boiled down to on the running back committee why they definitely go with the committees anymore, so that you can have that complimentary back.
It's a similar dynamic to what's going on with Minnesota as well.
Yep, absolutely.
And speaking of me, I'm pumping the brakes on a team that, despite injuries, you need to pump the brakes on right now. That is the Ravens.
Yeah, they
lost to the Colts in overtime.
Yeah, I mean,
a team they should have sent packing onto a Mayflower truck back to Indianapolis.
The Ravens are another team you're going to take the hood off of them when you're in Scooby-Doo and be like, oh, you're an imposter.
Fair. Billy, who are you pumping the brakes on?
What I'm pumping the brakes on? The entire AFC South.
Oof.
That would be the Colts, Jaguars, Texans, and of course your team, Billy, the Titans.
Yep.
For the viewers who do not know the dynamic of the division.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, fair. Yeah, you want to give a kind of elaboration on that, or are you basically just going to be like, fuck that division? I mean, not gonna lie, yeah, the NFL world does not really think the AFC South exists, mainly because the teams have been kind of dog shit in that division for years. Like the Colts haven't been anything since since a guy named Peyton Manning was really there to do anything. I mean, everybody's like, yeah, Andrew Luck. Seriously, Andrew Luck,
they killed him. That's it. They killed him. They fucking killed him.
I mean, like, seriously. Yeah, they sent him back to the Civil War era.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely saw Captain Andrew Luck.
I thought he was a part of the Quantum Leap reboot.
Fair. But anyway, the team I am pumping the brakes on, is my team, the Buffalo Bills. The reason why I am pumping the brakes right now on the Bills. One, the Commanders have, twice this season before week 3 showed that they had some struggles. The offense, yes, Sam Howell is a serviceable quarterback, but the offense at times would lag, and basically Buffalo took advantage of it. Buffalo, if it wasn't for a certain almost record-setting performance by the Miami Dolphins, we would actually be talking about the Bills as potential holla at your boy, candidates.
But the consensus pick is the Miami Dolphins, just absolutely dropping their nuts with 70.
Yeah, I mean they did. They had their
dragged it. They dragged their nuts across there.
All right.
But yeah, so I mean, that's I'm pumping the brakes on Buffalo, especially because they're facing Miami next week.
Yep.
I mean, if Buffalo does beat Miami, then I might, I might show that there might be some belief into, some belief in the hype. But until the Buffalo Bills can beat a team this season in the AFC East,
right now Miami has that crown.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, Miami has that crown. Yes.
Yep.
So now, full-on panic.
All right. Basically, you smell that, guys, because the cars are on fire, and it is panic time. What teams are you really jumping ship on? Basically, Ben, go ahead and give me a team that you are really panicking on.
Well, besides the obvious,
Hey, Cobra. Cobra, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
could you go after Alan Nadeau on the parking lot Discord server?
What do you do?
He's talk about that at the.
No,
you know,
he's talking shit. He's talking shit about me. It's just because I cheer for Tennessee.
Hey, we'll handle that
off stream.
Off this screen.
But yeah, absolutely. Kind of.
You could have DM'd me that one on that one, Billy.
Yeah. Basically, take care of that kind of stuff off.
And hello, Kevin Von Magnum.
Wow.
Oh,
right.
God.
Speaking of another Tennessee fan, hello, Kevin.
What is going on,
A
Kevin?
Tennessee fan that's trying to kill me. And
Okay.
Hey, pump the metaphorically, not
No,
physically.
no.
Okay, so
No.
pump the brakes. All right, so basically, Kevin, kind of to catch you up on what's going on. Basically, we are right now riding a hype train. You probably brought the fire, sir, because we talked about the teams that we're hyped on, teams from pumping the brakes on. Now, speaking of Tennessee, we are now talking about teams that you should be full on panic mode about. So what we're going to do is Ben, Cobra, Billy, Kevin. If Tyler jumps in, you'll be after Kevin, and then me. All right. You pick one team. It could be same team as somebody else, but give me something different on why you're panicking on them. Okay. So Ben, go ahead and take it away. Which team are you panicked on?
It is time to panic in Minnesota. They are
You son of a
0-3. They are not looking like they are wanting to win, and it might be time for a new quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, Brett Favre 2.0. Do it for the memes.
Do it so I could have USF
That's
content.
how it goes.
Yep.
All right. So, Cobra, who are you panicking on?
You alluded to this earlier, Ricky, in your pump the brakes. I'm going with the Commanders. What I saw live definitely gave me cause for concern. Definitely, as far as for the Commanders fans. Seriously.
That offense isn't rolling.
That offense isn't rolling.
I mean,
that defense isn't deep. Defense is not is offensive.
That defense is not as good as it has been in the past.
No.
well,
The Commanders were a solid team, and it's just not. They're not showing as solid as they usually are.
Yeah, I mean,
well, then again, they faced off against a brick wall in Buffalo.
they also allowed Denver to drag their nuts.
Yeah,
down their
Buffalo.
face, too. So yes, there is still reason to panic.
Alrighty, is it my turn?
Yes,
That,
it is,
but
Billy.
then, Go ahead.
Yeah,
The
Billy,
offensive
who are
line
you
is
panicking on?
Who am I panicking on? The New England Patriots.
Ooh, interesting.
Very nice.
Mhm.
I
Like
kind of
that-
I
that-
really want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Yes.
Like, I really don't think I think Belichick is now a fossil at this point. When he needs to retire. I don't think Mac Jones is actually the best quarterback of all time. I'm in that organization. Nor he won't be
Mac
good.
Jones was never that good.
Oh my
let's call
God,
a
he's
spade
not
a
even the
spade.
top 5 in quarterbacks
Yeah, and-
in that organization.
And finally, the defense has not impressed me.
Yeah, this is definitely not a normal New England Patriots defense. No, sir, no way.
Bill Belichick has probably officially become obsolete.
Not really. I mean,
Obsolete.
I really think with New England, Belichick, instead of bringing his boys back, start doing other things with his guys. We all know that New England is not going to let Belichick go. We know that Belichick is going to get the winningest head coach of all time. I think he's like 20 away from Shula. So, we have that going for us. So we'll kind of see that. It was like 0 something. Which they're not definitely this year. But anyway, Kevin, who are you panicking on?
I understand. I can probably hear, Cobra snicker. It has to be the Titans, right?
but I'm gonna go.
I'm not
with
saying
something
that,
else
man.
because
I'm not saying it.
I
I'm
know.
not saying panic on the Titans.
you're thinking it though. You're
No.
thinking it though.
No,
but
no, that's not me. You have your own opinion,
it's-
sir. You know, and I'm not here to rip on anyone else's fan base.
Yep,
Yet.
you have the
Right.
floor.
You have the floor.
Who are you?
Don't-
Who are you panicked on?
All right. So instead of the Titans, because I want to actually be optimistic a little bit, let's go ahead and get the monkey. Well, get the monkey off the back. You know, get it.
Are
out
you
the chest.
going to America?
It's time to. No, it is
Yeah.
time to go to Denver and press the big red button right now.
All right. So basically, no.
We can-
I will
we can-
ask all the gentlemen in this room, please refrain from any sexual innuendos about what the Miami Dolphins did to the Denver Broncos on Sunday.
Well,
Refrain.
can we still-
Refrain.
can-
I mean, I'm pointing at
Can-
Billy and at Cobra on this one.
well, here's the
Man, they
thing.
really laid that pipe.
Here's the thing.
Damn it,
we all
Ben.
know how Orkin like curb stomped Colorado, and the fucking Broncos like hold my beer.
Pretty much. But yeah, like
It
the
was all
Broncos.
Warren.
Hey, Coach Prime, watch how I fuck this up.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's just like the Broncos are a team that's like, hey, I have so much hype, so much potential, and just fumble it away like Romo holding a kick in the playoffs.
The Denver Broncos are chasing a dragon. That's it. They're chasing a dragon.
Pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
And each time they get close to that treasure, they get burned by that dragon.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, I'm going to go to the AFC South on which team I'm going to be in full on panic mode. And as much as
I
two
think I
of
know
these
where-
guys, as much as two of these guys in this podcast right now might think I'm going to say the Tennessee Titans
You're
on
going to do
contrarian
Vol.
on me.
No,
I am
no.
going to say
I know
that
exactly who you're
the-
talking about. Actually, it's not the
these-
Titans.
These are going to be the guys in Jacksonville.
Duval!
Yes. They should absolutely be in panic
Yeah,
mode in
I knew it.
Jacksonville. You know, honestly, like this is a team that had the oyster in their hands and they have
This was
squandered
their
it.
division to win.
Honestly, like they barely escaped against Indianapolis. They honestly, if their offense was actually able to run like it was last year, they should have beat Kansas City, and they damn sure should not have lost against Houston. Way to go, Houston. Definitely props to you guys on the win. Probably your only one this year, but you know, props on you guys for the win. So from that, kind of, you know, talking about the Jags losing to the Texans as kind of maybe a potential surprise. Our next segment, basically following the same order as the hype train. We're going to talk about the surprises that we had seen in this week. They can be good surprises or bad surprises. So basically, give me one surprise that you had. It could be a team, could be a player, could be, you know, basically football related surprise that you have. So Ben, take it away. Tell me a surprise that you had this week in football.
Football. Honestly, I don't have a surprise. Baltimore losing to Indianapolis. Like, what happened there?
Minshew Mania running wild, brother.
A pass
Believe in
interference
Uncle
call.
Rico.
Oh man, like seriously, Uncle Rico throwing the ball over
I'm
mountains.
gonna say it was
motherfucker.
Yeah,
All right.
about that game. That was a terrible call by the refs on that
I'm
fourth down.
blind
and
for the
deaf. I
Ravens.
want to be a ref.
Essentially, basically,
Hey, as you know, as
Yep.
Jason Kelsey will say last year against the against the Commanders. The what penalty? It was not called, therefore it does not exist. All right, Cobra, give me your surprise.
I'm not going to talk about that one. But my surprise is just how the alleged tankers, which would be the Texans and the Cardinals, pulled off upset wins.
All right, so basically, yes, this was an upset special week. All right,
I was going to talk about my experience at FedEx Field, aka Snydergrad, but everyone knows how much of a shit heap that stadium is.
But Snydergrad, it's no more than. All right, Billy. Go
You're
ahead.
surprised.
What are you surprised about?
Josh Dobbs and how he was playing in this week.
Absolutely,
Of
Josh
course.
Dobbs balled out against the Dallas Cowgirls.
Josh Dobbs, world beater. There you go.
All
You
right,
mean-
You
Kevin.
don't have gigs. Yeah.
Kevin,
Right.
who
He's
was
a
your surprise today? Who was your surprise of the week?
So, surprise of the week. I was pleasantly surprised on how the Packers actually came back from a 17-point deficit there.
Yeah,
All right.
that was very
In
nice.
Lambeau.
Tom Grossi definitely was loving that game.
Yep.
Because he was watching it live and he could not believe that the Saints missed that kick, Scott Norwood style,
Absolutely.
wide right. Damn, Ricky, you all right?
Yep.
Dealing with a little bit. Forgive Ricky, he is having a case of hiccups, and we did.
It's
we
not
will-
hiccups. It's I got a cold going on. Basically change of weather.
Yeah.
It happens. But basically, what I am surprised about is honestly the fall of King Henry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like honestly, King
I'll
Henry
say
has
this,
been very ill effective.
And let's let our two Titans fans talk about that one.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna concede
Kevin,
the floor a
considering
little
that
bit.
you have-
Billy, you both have the floor.
Kevin, go
Yep.
first since you live closer to
Considering
Nashville.
that, yeah. Considering that they have a new offensive line, a new offensive coordinator that is a lot more, it feels like it's more designed to try and pass, get more of a balanced passing game than an actual run heavy game. And the fact that they have that they drafted Tajay Spears in the 3rd round, I shouldn't really be that surprised at all that with Henry being in his last contract, this might be his last year as a Titan. That said, if Joe, that defense, I gotta say that defensive front of Cleveland, that's no joke. They've scored. It was what
They are
the 2 games
they
at
had a little
home.
caveat. They are the number 1
They're
defense.
the
in the
number
NFL.
1 defense in the NFL right now.
That is
If
actually
Joe
a bona fide
Burrow
fact.
couldn't do it, if Joe Burrow couldn't do a damn thing against that defense, what hope that Tannehill had?
Well,
there was
I was gonna
nothing
say
for them.
Burrow. He got affected more by the elements, I think, than the Cleveland front 4 in that
Yeah,
game.
but-
But still, I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
but
Pressure is pressure.
If it was-
regardless.
if it was windy, probably, but it was just raining, so you can probably have that
Yeah.
chalked up to receivers dropping passes and whatnot. But it
Yeah.
still.
all right, and
Anyway, continue.
Me.
Billy?
Yep, Billy.
That's on you. have
To be blunt, I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee trades away Derrick Henry to a team that's possibly running back hungry like Miami. And
Or Indianapolis.
Whoa, hold up, I'm pumping the brakes there. Miami is definitely not running
Well,
back
they're gonna care.
hungry.
Especially considering
absolutely.
They aren't.
they found a gem at the
They
in the
have
Broncos.
Miami has 4 really nice starter caliber running backs in there. With Raheem Mostert, the Von Akane, Jeff Wilson, who's on the pump. What's his name?
Greatest of all.
Raheem Mostert.
Ahmed, I think is last
Raheem
name.
Mostert.
We already talked about.
We already
Mostert.
said Mostert. Mr. Mustard is amazing. I had him on my fantasy team.
So
kind of going back, almost an honorable mention that I'm gonna actually put this out there. Yeah, that everybody probably agree with. Another surprise was that the Chargers actually beat the Vikings. After they went for it on 4th and 1 on the 24, not getting it
First off,
the writing on the wall was pretty much, hey, the Vikings are just gonna here, got that lock back, and you're gonna win.
You are deep in your own territory, and you're going for it on a 4th and 1, doing a dive play. You have less than 2 minutes left. The safe alternative. You're up by 4,
and you
punt the goddamn ball.
Well, especially without Eckler.
Well, here's the thing. And Kevin, you remember what you said whenever the 2021 World Series.
Daily.
Can I at least talk?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was mad.
He got in a rant.
Yeah, this is what I remember from that episode of the parking lot. Whenever the Braves and Astros World Series was going on, it's like 2 idiots trying to choke each other, but however, they're not choking each other; they're choking themselves. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. Not realizing it's their own hands. Okay.
Yeah. So, basically some, nice surprises to talk about. We'll definitely hit that up next week as well. I kind of also want to bring out a new segment, to this week. Try something new every week. This one, we're going to talk about 7 teams in particular. All right. These teams are our zeros. All right.
Our 3-0s and our 0-3s.
Yep. Basically, yeah. Yeah. Thanks. First we're going to talk about our winless teams. The Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears, the Denver Broncos, and the Minnesota Vikings. And I will go down the list, and basically you guys will give me the team that you think is going to get their first win first of those 4 teams.
Well, here's the thing. All 4 of those teams are playing against each other this week.
Yes.
Just so you know.
So, again, that means 2 of these guys are going to fall off. So, hey, who knows? You could be right, or you could be wrong.
And it's a 50-50 shot.
Yep.
Well, here's my proposal. What if it ends, both games ends in a tie?
Well,
then
they don't win. Basically this is
they're still losers.
Gets their first win.
Exactly.
And then finally we will talk about the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Eagles, and which one of them is probably going to get their first loss soon. Kind of who is going to succumb to the Dolphins legacy. All right. So basically order everything just like before. Ben, Cobra, Billy, Kevin, and myself. Go ahead. Ben, take it away. Who is going to get their
Ricky,
first
one
win?
More thing.
What's up?
One more thing. The Broncos do face the Bears, and the Vikings do face the Panthers. Just to clear that up.
Yeah,
so you don't
definitely
accidentally have that.
Well, I mean, that
Anyway,
just means
go
that
ahead.
one of those 2 guys, one of those 2 squads will actually hit that up. So, hey, go ahead.
Ben, you have the floor.
All right, so I'm going to say the Vikings are going to win. And I'm going to say...
Just one Just
We'll
one.
cover the loss next
No,
go
well,
around.
no. I'm just saying,
Two teams.
just one. Yeah, I know 2 teams. Yes, they might be facing each other, but again, as Billy mentioned, they could tie. So
They could.
we only want one. We only want
Like
one.
out of all 4 of the teams, who is the most likeliest to get their victory?
Yep.
The
Yeah,
Who do you
Vikings.
trust out of all 4 of them?
The Vikings.
All right, there we go.
All right, Cobra.
I'm gonna be a little bit opposite of you, Ben. I'm saying Carolina.
Is there a reason, or is it just fuck the Vikings?
It's fuck the Vikings.
All right, Billy.
Simple. None of them.
Pick if you had
Oh,
to pick just
wow.
one.
Pick
Billy.
one. Pick
Carolina.
one. Yeah, like might be.
Please
cynical.
don't be impossible. We
I mean, because somebody's gonna win.
yes, we know.
All
it.
right,
We know
Kevin,
this.
of the 4, who do you think is more than likely getting their first win on Sunday?
And why isn't
It's
it
got to be the
Bears?
Vikings. Why isn't it the Bears?
I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
You don't
How
have to
much
answer
time
that
do we
question.
have? Because I'm pretty sure we can get like
I'm
5
joking,
hours
I'm
of
making a
content
joke.
about
I'm
how
making
much of
a
a
joke,
dumpster
brother.
fire that is.
Brother, I'm making a joke.
I know. I know.
All
I'm
right,
just making
Ricky.
another one.
Okay, so I am going to say that the Broncos.
Okay, I'm about to say if you said the fucking Bears,
Oh.
if you said the Bears, we were
No,
going to come
okay.
close.
All right. So, I mean, yes, of the 4 teams, the Vikings are the most talented. In of those 4, they have
Bless it.
one of the best players right now in the NFL, bar none, in Justin Jefferson. All right. The weak point for the Vikings is their defense. That's how it's been for a while.
Yeah.
All right. But I say the Broncos only because the Bears right now are in are an absolute dumpster fire. All right. That offense is, anemic at best. And that defense is just, they cannot, seriously, they would, they are more inclined to, let's ride down a cliff than Russell Wilson. So we will see and hear, Broncos country, let's ride, this week, more than
Well,
likely.
Shout out to our friends at the Dumpster Fire Podcast, 5 Points Fits and Urinating Tree. Sorry about that.
Yes.
You mentioned the Dumpster Fire. I had to get
Hey,
critical.
yeah, definitely some good friends of ours. All right, now of the Dolphins, 49ers, and the Eagles. This is also a much harder selection, for you guys. Which team is more than likely going to get their first loss this week or upcoming? Which of these 3 are the first to fall? Ben?
That is a good question. Take a look here, see. Man, I don't know. The 49ers are clicking on all cylinders. It's between
Everybody's sucking that Niner day.
the Eagles. Eagles are gonna get their first loss.
All right. Cobra?
This one is hard. I will admit this, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to sound like a homer. Dolphins are going to be the first ones.
I was writing that down before you even mentioned it. I mean, to be fair, it kind of makes sense, for the Dolphins to possibly get their first loss this week. It is against a divisional opponent and an opponent that also is riding a big wave of momentum into that week 4 contest. Like, it's going to be a hell of a contest, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Billy?
Here's an interesting take. 49ers.
Okay,
Hey, someone
I
is
need you-
not
I need you-
slobbing the 49er now.
I need you to kind of defend that also, because there's a lot of people like looking up from someone's waistband, going, "What?"
Well, the reason that I'm saying this is because if you see how Arizona kind of knocked off like the Dallas Cowboys, and everything, like honest to God, I could see this going both ways. Simple enough. It's like Arizona is not that good and everything, but I can see the 49ers struggle with Arizona, especially with Dobbs. How Dobbs is playing.
Can I add to that, Billy? As I said in the surprises, the Cardinals fought hard for that win against Dallas. So
Yeah,
I could definitely see that 49er loss by the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Like,
Okay.
I'll say this about the Cardinals. They may be taking, but they're going to make sure that every fucking game is fought tooth and nail.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
they're a World War I tank. They're not a Sherman.
Ooh.
Kevin.
All right, I pulled up all three of their schedules right here.
Yeah,
And from
Kevin.
what I can gather, right here, I'm going to look at the Niners schedule. They have Cardinals at home, they have the Cowboys at home, and they have to go at Cleveland. With the Eagles, they have the Commanders at home. They have to go at LA to face the Rams, and they have the Jets. Dolphins have the Bills. They're going at Buffalo against the Bills. They will be playing the Giants and then the Panthers. So,
So on process of elimination,
Yeah, not gonna lie.
this is
I'm
interesting.
going to say that the Dolphins are going to get their first loss, maybe.
All right.
I'm going to say the Dolphins because it's at Buffalo.
Yeah.
Kevin, to be fair to you,
To be fair,
those three teams, it could be a toss. It could be a toss up. It might be 4 more weeks before they even get a loss underneath their belt.
facts.
That's it. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so-
By the way, I forgot to mention the fourth game. The Dolphins and Eagles face each other on October 22nd, and I believe it's a
Ooh.
Sunday night affair.
That's gonna be a wonderful.
Oh,
game.
somebody please pick up that phone. I fucking called that.
So, so basically going over on the previous 3 games, this upcoming schedule. Thank you, Kevin, for that. My pick's going to be the Niners, only because one, they have, of the 3 teams, the harder schedule. The Dolphins, they have Buffalo in Buffalo, but I mean that home field means nothing. I mean, just look at Cincinnati with Buffalo last year. And Miami is right now a far superior offense than Cincinnati was last
are
year.
the juggernaut.
Yep,
bitch.
they are, definitely a Super Bowl, contending favorite
Now-
there.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that they're catching up the right time when they've used up we've seen them score 70 points against the Broncos, but they may think themselves, oh yeah, we can just roll right into Buffalo and not have a care in the world, and then all of a sudden, Josh Allen gets hot.
I understand.
Gabe Davis starts catching passes all there.
I also understand you're thinking about that.
I
Kevin,
understand
considering
that
the
the
fact
two-
that they almost
Yeah, I
lost to San
understand.
Diego. That is another factor too.
But so the thing about it is, kind of breaking it really down. Miami, yes, they're hitting on all stages, offensively. And Buffalo right now has had their best defensive game of probably the last 3 years.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 2 squads right now that are riding a huge wave of momentum. But again, which Josh Allen is going to show up? All right. Josh Allen is definitely a roller coaster ride. Are we still climbing on the roller coaster? Or are we just falling down? Okay. Is this going to be the Josh Allen that, went for like 80 some odd %? Or is this going to be the Josh Allen who committed 4 turnovers? All right. We
Very
don't
good
know.
question. Very good
All
question.
right.
This is
So
a
that's
mix.
why I definitely didn't go with Miami, especially because Miami, has definitely a laughable schedule after Buffalo. All right. The 49ers have a divisional opponent, same as Miami, but these Cardinals have played everybody tough. All right, they almost beat the Commanders. They almost beat the Giants. All right, this team could have been 3-0, and they could have been in this conversation as well, and be like, "What the fuck?" All right. So, and then after that, the Niners have the Cowboys, which I mean, before last week losing to the Cardinals,
And of course,
the Cowboys were in the conversation of probably being the only team to be able to beat the 49ers.
Now,
I mean, now,
and of course, after
it
that, they have
doesn't
to go
know.
against the defense of Cleveland.
yeah, and then you have Cleveland,
So
which, Cleveland, that is going to be a true test for Brock Purdy. Is Purdy going to be sitting Purdy, or is he going to be a little bitch?
as long as Myles Garrett does not pull a Lyle Alzado rule.
All right.
If
So-
you know what that rule is, that is use of helmet as a weapon.
Well, that's because that was because Mason Rudolph called him up, a word that basically is not to be repeatable on any sort of media.
Please don't.
Yeah. So anyway, going from these guys to suffer their first loss to these guys who definitely really lost. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for one of our favorite segments of the entire program.
Hey guys, I just heard I'm gonna be a dad.
Not
Not
anymore,
anymore,
you're not.
bitch. Tankman.
It is Tankman time. Basically, these guys are 5 squads that really stunk up the joint. These guys had nothing in the tank. Again, following everything, we would go Ben, Cobra, Billy, Kevin, and me. Basically give me your 5. So, Ben,
Oh boy.
let's go. These guys definitely needed some pick up and go, from especially, some of that wonderful taste from Bulletproof Coffee to get some of that pick me up. So, Ben, let's go.
Link is
Number 5.
At number 5, the roses really smell like poo 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 in Washington currently.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4, man, Tennessee.
Number 3.
What was Atlanta doing? They didn't show up at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's definitely a forgettable game, but yeah, I think they got hammered by the Lions. Number 2.
The only other thing getting hammered in Chicago is Justin Fields. So, Chicago.
And number 1.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
That's
They were riding something
Broncos.
already in Miami.
Broncos country, 12-5.
Ooh.
Cobra. Number 5.
Number 5. We're going to Duval, baby. It is the Jaguars.
Number 4.
Fuck you, Spanos. The Chargers.
Even though they won. All
Fuck
right.
you, Spanos.
Number 3.
Number 3. Commies. The Washington Commanders.
Number 2.
The Bears.
And number 1.
Broncos country. Let's die.
Ooh,
Billy. Number 5.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
They won.
They did not look that impressive
Wait,
when they
really?
won.
I mean, fair.
Fair enough.
Number 4.
The Titans.
Oh wait, they still have Matt Canada as their offensive coordinator, but that's fair.
Exactly.
Kevin, remember, the Steelers do not fire coaches. Their contract conveniently expires or they retire.
I mean, number 3.
The
All right,
New
Billy.
York Jets.
Number 2.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Number 1.
Number 1 is going to be two teams.
Only
Denver
one.
and
Only one. There could be
fine,
only one.
Chicago.
All right. I know you were like the Bears and the Broncos. I definitely
Exactly.
I understand.
All right,
All
Kevin.
right, Kevin, number 5.
Number 5, I would have to go with the Minnesota Vikings. They almost won, but they still couldn't make anything. They just kept on losing.
The
Yup.
symbol of
Skull.
excellence, number 4.
I would have to go to the Tennessee Titans. Their left tackle is already 6 sacks and is already on pace to let in 34. Hill is going to
That's
die.
about as bad.
Number
That's about
3.
as bad as Nick Cannon.
Number 3, I would have to go with none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have disappointed. You have reverted back to the disappointment that everyone didn't want you to be again. And now the AFC South
Hi,
is
Blake Bortles.
still a dumpster
Lord,
fire.
the Lord
Dumpster fire.
Yeah,
Number 2.
I'm gonna go for Broncos. It's pretty self-explanatory. How do you they let you lost by 50 points? And I guess Miami got revenge in the NBA Finals.
Ooh,
Ooh,
damn.
damn.
Number 1.
Has anyone had a worse week than the Chicago Bears? Their defensive coordinator resigned.
That's all you have to say.
They
Yep, they
We
yeah.
want
to
to
say
avoid what they have.
It's like just barely.
Yeah, it is a sad day for
And
America.
then
you could say they are in a Great
I was
Depression.
gonna mention they're getting stolen, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I was good. Yeah, thank God. Okay.
It's like somebody stole their lunch money after work too. So
wait.
number 5,
So number 5 for Ricky.
the Jacksonville Jaguars. You are very disappointing.
Number 4.
The Tennessee Titans.
Number 3.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Yes. How do you let fucking Jim? How do you not?
How do you let a team like the Indianapolis
Magoo.
Colts?
Wait, hold on, guys. The Irsay fam, in my political science theory, I believe that the Irsay family are the real owners of Baltimore.
Ouch.
Dun,
Ooh.
dun,
Why
Wow.
did the Ravens? Why didn't you send them back on a Mayflower truck?
Oh, because they kind of couldn't handle 60 minutes. Anyway,
The
number
ship doesn't
2.
exist anymore.
Number 2. The Bears that are playing so bad that I thought I saw Rex Grossman in the stands.
And everybody, number 1!
Number 1.
Hi, my name is Sean Payton, and I am
Oh,
saying
no.
that my team is the best in the world at being the Tankman. I am the Denver Broncos. Thank you very
The
much.
Denver Broncos are so bad they gave Bishop Sycamore their first win.
All right, so
Hey, Sean
basically,
Payton.
We're not
speaking
calling
of-
them Denver anymore. We're not calling them Denver anymore.
calling
We're
them
calling them
Denver.
Enver. They have no D. Enver.
Hey,
They
hey.
have no D.
All right.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
So
gentlemen.
also, speaking of that game, normally our next segment is us talking about the Holla at Your Boy Player of the Week, brought to you by W Energy, because more than likely these guys brought you that W. All right, and basically, I've decided, kind of in talks with all you guys beforehand, we are not having a individual of the week. That we're basically just giving it to the entire collective Miami Dolphins squad for putting up 70 against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, wonderful guys, for doing that. Don't do that again.
Hold on,
against
hold
Buffalo.
on. I want to mention about that game. I have whenever I was working the night shift, I just came up with a meme idea. Yeah,
Don't
Like,
remember no sexual innuendos about
Oh,
that
Please
game.
no, please
no, it's from Moist Critical. Like, oh yeah, and like watching an esports sports video, and then like one of the guys took his belt off, and he's like, he's pulling his cock out, and I'm just like, easy money, and yet
Billy?
somehow so I posted on Reddit.
Billy,
Billy,
Well,
you just had to do it again, didn't you?
Well,
We
I'm
told
going.
you.
Here's the thing.
wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
It should have been upvoted more.
It should have been me. That's
And-
Billy right there.
It's not
Should've been
fair.
me.
It should have been me.
But
Like,
anyway,
I should
Not
have
him.
so anyway, so
that not
you know,
a winner?
basically
Anyway.
right now, following the link in the bio and putting in, I think it's what 24 ship at fanatics.com.
No.
Get you what? It's a different code
It is a
for
different
25% off.
25% off site wide using the code SUMMER for fanatics.com. You can get, if you are a Denver Broncos fan, which by the way, I feel sorry
God
for
rest
you.
your soul. I mean,
God
if
rest
you
your
want to
soul.
buy a jersey to go ahead and burn, I recommend Russell Wilson's. Or if you are jumping the ship as a Denver fan and being converted to the Miami Dolphins based on their performance, and getting yourself a Tyreek Hill jersey, or
Raheem
maybe.
Mostert.
Or maybe you want to get yourself a Dolphins hat, to kind of hide your face in shame of what happened as you take that long walk of shame, limping ever so slightly.
And
Uh,
reminder, everyone,
reminder.
this code SUMMER is only available till Monday.
Yeah,
at
because-
11:58 p.m.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, to kind of announce, last week's winner, the winning holla at your boy, team squad person, that got it. You kind of helped you guys get a W. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Watch the Steelers!
Yeah,
Steelers!
this
They
is
lost.
this
They
is
cost
the
me a
only
fantasy
award that
matchup.
you're probably gonna win this year. Is
And that means the Steelers are going to Super Bowl.
all right. So basically in that, and also Thursday night, it is the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Everybody, I want your prediction. For that. How we normally do it with the predictions. Cobra, tell us how we normally do it with our predictions for the Thursday night game.
Well, what we normally do is we pick the team that's going to win. We pick the team that we're going to pick they cover the spread, and then we predict our bold prediction of the night.
Yep, our bold prediction of the game brought to you by that bold flavor of Bulletproof Coffee. Link in our bio. Basically, while we are kind of going ahead with that, if somebody wants to look at what the current spread is right now, I totally did not prepare for Thursday night myself. Ben, go ahead and take a look. And give us your prediction: Lions versus the Packers.
Let's take a look. I'm gonna take a look now. NFL schedule.
Right here,
It's 1.5 points.
5-point favorite for the Lions.
Yeah, Detroit are 1.5 points.
Favorite.
There we go.
Yep.
All right.
Detroit
So
are 1.5 point favorites.
I'm gonna say Detroit's definitely gonna win this. They're definitely gonna cover the spread. Green Bay is a fake team currently. They're under disguise. Jordan Love, I don't think is the answer in Green Bay. That's a discussion for something else.
Yep.
But however, I feel like the Lions are definitely going to run away with this. I would look for who's going to be my baller of this week, my holla.
Holla for your dollar, baby.
All right, let's go with Amon St. Brown. Let's give him 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 drops.
Oh, that's kind of a that's kind of a bold one there to 0 drops. All right, Cobra, give us your bold.
I am pulling out my reverse card. I have the Packers winning,
Okay.
which means they definitely beat the Lions in the spread. And my bold prediction is that Jordan Love will win this game in the final 2 minutes.
Okay. Any stats? You just in the
200
final 2 minutes.
250 yards. Yeah, 250 yards passing.
All right, Billy.
Give me the Lions. I'm preparing for work.
Okay. Any bold?
No, I don't think I have a bold prediction.
He's kind of rushing
Yeah.
through it.
Yep. All right. So
Sorry, Billy.
get you.
Hey, I'll still join y'all. I'm just gonna be on my phone.
Understandable. I mean, we're about to end
about to
this
wrap up
anyway.
anyway,
Yep.
so.
So definitely enjoy your work. Thank you for coming in. Always.
Appreciate it, always.
All right, Kevin. Give me that bold.
I'm gonna go with.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
it's
gonna
hard.
go with
It's
the
gonna be-
Packers.
You're going with the Packers. All right.
Packers, huh?
All right. Any bold?
Bold prediction will be that Aaron Jones will play, and that he will gain at least 110 yards of rush.
We have
Okay.
And
At least one touchdown.
All right. Cool. So
we have break.
what's the breaking news?
Apparently, legendary Syracuse wide receiver and former Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Williams was found. He died apparently. He slipped or something. I don't know.
So wait.
Whatever,
Said Mike
whatever
Williams.
whatever Justin just posted. Hold on.
Yeah, like now, is this the same Mike
I
Williams
believe
that's
we
been
knew that.
dead and alive and
Hospitalized.
dead? Like he's been dead more than Brett Favre is retired.
I think what he was trying to say is that they're investigating it.
Okay, all right, because I was about to
Best
say,
in
did they
cause of
say
death.
he's alive again? Like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm like,
not
wait a
fair
minute,
to the family. Honestly,
former, investigated for possible narcotics. About
I
4
mean,
hours.
he
So
worked
that's-
construction. You're gonna find narcotics in his system.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna lie, a job like construction, you're obviously at least smoking weed. Not
Smoking weed.
it's like you're probably and then the blood type of a construction worker is Monster. So
No, it's not Monster. It's Rockstar.
anyway, but
Yeah.
going back to
Anyway.
going back to the game, basically, my prediction is it's kind of up in the air, only on the status of Aaron Jones. I'm gonna do this only on the precipice that Aaron Jones is not playing. The Lions are going to win, and my bold prediction is that Jared Goff is going to go Goff. And he is going to go for not 1, not 2, not 3, or even 4, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to score 5 times on Thursday night. That is how you.
Five-time WCW champion. Now, can you
No, he's
dig
going to be a
that, sucker?
touchdown guy. Not a WCW champion. That's Booker T, man. Seriously, you can't mess.
Now, can you dig it, sucker?
No,
All
you're
right.
wrong.
Yeah, know your role, jabroni. But definitely, guys, thank you so much for coming in and being part of the podcast. Everybody listening in as well. Thank you so much for listening in to us. Dealing with our shenanigans. Definitely we try our best to
Ricky,
be
our
be
shenanigans
entertaining.
are good. Unlike other people, their shenanigans are bad, wicked.
Evil shenanigans.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So
Really?
yeah. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you guys. Coming and listening. I know for one, I appreciate doing this with Ben, with Cobra. Appreciate Billy and Kevin coming in tonight. Appreciate everybody that comes in and helps out during these podcasts, and make this definitely a fun part of my week. And hopefully, for you, our listeners, hopefully we're a fun part of yours as well. I am Ricky, and this has been a Social Sports Fat podcast. For Ben, for Cobra, Kevin, and Billy, I want to wish you a good night, a good week, and always a good season.
Take care, everyone.
Good night.
See you later.
See ya.